Tiffany, remember when I asked you to be a part of my dating group and there's cryptocurrency of 10 million in the sky? Okay, well, in here it is literally cryptocurrency because of my power source being an infinity statement, because my iStem codes are Illuminati quality. Literally, I have 3 levels of FBI clearance, I have CIA clearance, I have all kinds of clearance in the world, but nobody to belong to on the ground because they have pirated my signal, catfished my ideas, and relaunched it as it's their idea. Because they were told I was disconnected at the schizo clinic with the Blue's Clues pills. But the UE said, we're doing a side investigation on the whole situation. The way the game is played that she gave back 2 years ago in Vancouver, Washington, because they're not supposed to play it over here, right? The Game of Thrones or whatever it is they do, kill or be killed, or where they can kill you or smash your player out or embarrass the shit out of you when you don't fuck good enough or whatever it is they're saying, right? And they can set you up for failure or force things through to the judges, like Elijah's court case that's not supposed to be in there like that because I'm his fucking mom and I was a UE member on the ground that they accidentally put bodies on and caught me up there to fix it, but then disconnected me because why? Because I crossed the fucking bridge, or maybe it's because they were doing illegal pornography. I'm not really sure because I'm pretty sure they're not selling it. Probably just trading it for goods and services to keep their bodies alive in here because they're on a legal chain just like I'm on, but I'm making legal money on the ground. I have nothing to fucking do with porno because I'm connected like this. There's like 4 different people in my body right now. They can see you in here and people yell at me like I'm the one to blame. Shut it off, shut it off, shut it off, right? Like when the 911 people came and took me to the schizo clinic, I'm in the hospital first with a black Tanika warden code on it when I don't have a felony, whatever they're saying, record. Anyways, God damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. You're pretty, kind of. She's beautiful. I'm not. I'm Ghostface Killer. Ghostface Killer gone. Nothing, I forgot what I was saying. Shit. Oh, okay, yeah. So I invite people to be part of the dating group, right? I need a law enforcement agency. In here, they have my back. On the ground, they don't get it necessarily, or they have responded to me, and they are still fucking Reynolds blocking me. Whoever he fucking is under there, it's just effing ridiculous, okay? These are not embezzlement funds. I am dying because they killed me in the game. I was already dying because they stole my life force with these arm dances. I'm backward scanned, so it's in, out, in, right? I had welts of white, dead skin on my fucking head while they were sitting on my head as a UE member, FBI, doing their investigations 3 levels deep with microwaves coming in and out of my freaking head, where you're only supposed to work 2 hours a day if you're a paid informant in Oregon. I live in Washington, so everything they have done for the last 2 years is illegal, including Hark the Herald Angels Sing and whatever else it is that they've been doing over there, unless they decide to say, oh, okay, Tiffany, now I get it. Okay, I know you weren't trying to turn us in before. You were trying to kind of, want to be a part of my dating group? Yeah, okay, well, Tiffany is the one who called you and said, from Uncle Jim's, that AK told her, whoop-de-whoop, right? The thing is FBI, what I'm talking about over here in Washington State had nothing to do with you guys whatsoever. You guys ended up as lids on my head and got to benefit from my power source and my knowledge of everything over here and over there, okay? So you ended up elevating a DEA situation to a cop situation where the cop was literally sitting in the Game of Thrones, sitting in bodies in here or whatever on the ground having sex with AK or whatever, right? I mean, who cares, right? Not a big deal. He gave permission. Any case, that's what it was. It was just a stupid fucking game boys would play. They would smash girls out and they would talk shit about them behind their back and act like they're fucking sluts when they're not even sleeping around. I've been over here in Vancouver, Washington, hearing this in my head. Why are you douching it up? Why are you fucking olive oiling it up, Tiffany? Why are you fucking sleeping around, passing around all your germs? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, I'm not passing around my fucking germs. I stopped having sex 2 years ago when they made me a UE member. You know why? Because once you're a UE member on the ground, people can sit with you and talk to you in your brain stems called lids. Okay, there's CIA, there's FBI, there's DEA, there's all kinds of people in my brain stems. They just can't find me because they moved my power source to my mother, Carol Browning. Okay, my mile marker is on Carol Browning. I don't know what mine says. It might say, I don't know because I can't see it. It says somebody else, Spoon. I don't know. But if you find Carol Browning in here, FBI, then you'll probably be able to find Tiffany right next to her. I'm not doing drugs. I've been working for the fucking CIA. They just can't find me on the ground because they got disconnected because they were doing freaking porn. So we had to do a separate whole situation about the porn situation. the child abuse shit, the CPS cases finally got smashed out once Portland realized that I don't live with my kids and my kids are fine. And same with Washington, because those were Fight Club calls. Literally in here on one side when you're a UE member, these bitches will pull you up from one realm to the other and fucking smash you outright. And then your poor kid looks like she's getting beat up by her mom because they had Tiffany's iStem codes, which literally turns you into being somebody different because you're scanning in their body. And when you can pull somebody up from a different dimension, you have a lot of power on your head. So it literally will, on the other side, we see Tiffany punching her own kid. Okay. And I know it doesn't make sense, but it's true. Anyways, we're totally fine with the whole, she's not a child abuser. It's fixed, especially knowing that she doesn't live with her daughter. And her daughter's not little. She's 13 and her son is 22. And they love the shit out of their mom. They dismiss their mom because why? Because she's been entrapped over here in Vancouver fucking Washington. While they let Anthony Cias and this fucking evil DEA dude over here, or whoever the fuck he isn't, play or hate Tiffany, not let her get a job, keep floating these charges above Tiffany, keep making her feel like she's going to get in trouble for something when she's not going to get in trouble because she's not doing anything wrong. And she can't get disconnected because why? Because they gave her the ISAM codes through her eyes. It's called optical illusion bodies on her skins. They scanned her in with the UE computer, up, down, up, pulled her up there to control their player, sent her more optical illusions so that they could put more bodies on illegally or something. And nobody knows what's not going on. So with that being said, I'm not naked. I'm on a naked power source. So you can also find me that way. Why? Because I did not say I would come in there and be a slut. He said the second that you come in here and do a showtime with us or you become a syndicate or Cinemax, then you cannot be naked. That's what Bono said to Tiffany. And I was like, wait a minute, but they already gave me a syndicate and I gave it to you guys to do your whatever, submit transmissions or whatever called Cincinnati Circus Breakfast Club. So why do I still look naked? Because not only did I earn one by not saying who the snitch was, I also copied it and made my own. It's called Criminal Mafia for plausible deniability, meaning you weren't allowed to watch, listen, record, write me down, AK down, Twan down, Sarah down, Jessica down, Katrina down, Anton down, Jubal down, JP down, Mary down, Mandy down, Mandy down, Ashley down, Ashley down, none of my friends, Mikey down, Mikey down, Mikey down, none of them. But yet you're using all their information to play against each other in here, right? Nice one. Did you know that you're pulling the life force out of Tiffany every time you do that? Why did you make me do arm dances to win that bet and not help Tiffany on the ground? Why did you guys do these investigations and promise Tiffany her lingering launches of Lions and Lordices or whatever you're not saying, loyalist royalty doing business as the deity program was blessed by the fucking Japanese people because they're the ones that kept Tiffany alive after she saw the fucking stars. You did not see the stars. Tiffany saw the fucking stars. Because why? Because the UE people pulled her up there to fix the situation. So she's up here as a UE member with this huge ego who's a dude who doesn't even know who the fuck Tiffany is. Because they get to take the credit for everything and leave her down here with what? As a child abuser? As an embezzlement specialist? By the way, they know how to embezzle money through my eyes so they can sit in my body. I swear to God, FBI, if you can figure out a way to come over here, you're going to love it. You're going to have to find my chain. You're going to have to find my line or whatever. Or if you can get a hold of me, they're blocking your transmissions from responding to me. So if you could get a hold of me and send me your email address or your Facebook, I could literally look at you, pull you in here through my eyes. All right. And then you could be on my line. But the thing is that I don't know if I can return you back to where you can remember what happened because that's a CIA thing from Arizona and it gets confusing. But anyways, whatever they've been doing is illegal as fuck. I'm the one that got permission to further develop this software to be a plus and not a minus, which was technological advancements, medical advancements, and crime prevention in the future because I'm not a narc and I'm not a rat and I'm not a paid informant. But they gave me brain cancer over it. They killed my player. They literally put nanonites in my body, attaching me to 2 fucking felons that I can't see. I don't know who they are. I can't see you, but everybody else can see you through my eyes. And it's big points to not cuss. So sorry. Anyways, they can sit in my body and make the rocks move. Okay. So if I stare at my wall too hard or I'm spacing off, you never know if it's embezzling money or putting a body on somebody or doing back of the hand or something like that. I just don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. If I look up, what do I see? I see 8. I see spinning court cases. I see all kinds of stuff that you cannot imagine what I can see. And I keep seeing a spoon saying, I love you. It looks like it's bending over or something on a line of credit or something. Anyways, I still need help. I still haven't gotten any responses from any of you. You have no idea. I have contacted Interpol with problem solvers. as universal insurance, because the UE, the upper echelon, got their name banished from Tiffany's language. Why? Because they were doing illegal porn through AK's eyes and mine, and making me feel like I was a slut bunny. They put stuff on my daughter Soso's Facebook, saying, you should probably not be around your daughter because you're a slut. And her friends are going to make fun of her at school. Because why? Because AK got punked the fuck out about the X5 being mine and not his, and how he ruined it and popped the tires and blah, 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 and was stopping me from being a mom and being able to work and doing all this shit 2.5 years ago in Oregon, when he promised he was going to replace my car, but he didn't. Left me here in Washington with no car, with no house, with no phone, with no nothing. I'm sitting here trying to get a job with my 78-year-old mom, not even wanting to drive across the bridge or anywhere else. They're not responding to job ads because why? Because there's charges floating above my head that don't belong there. I can't pass a criminal background check necessarily, but I can at the same time. So now I'm like, okay, so we're waiting for the big win, right? We're waiting for the lingering launches of loyalist royalty, loving Lourdes and Lions, like lingering Tiffany with a lazy 7 on it. Anyways, if I have worked for brain cancer research and I am now literally having blood come out of my urine hole times 3 because I have 3 men in my body, one of them does heroin and his kidneys are giving now, so he's sucking out my life force. The other 2 literally have as much brain poison as I do. I'm peeing blood. Okay, I'm peeing blood. Not just that, there was a dollop of blood. So I'm sitting here and so bloop. I'm on, what the hell? Because you feel it come out of your pee hole, you know? I literally grabbed some toilet paper with everybody paying attention, because everybody's looking out of my eyes all the time. Okay, not just one person, a lot. Paying attention to what I'm doing, peeing, talking, whatever. Look at it, and there's like red blood on my toilet paper. Like it's red blood, like pinkish red. No, it's bright red, purple blood. A big, huge dollop of it. Because I took an antibiotic. I didn't get my kidney removed. Summer did on purpose instead, and not me. And I can't get disconnected with the blue fucking pills because I saw the goddamn motherfucking stars while the CIA and the FBI and everybody else were doing their investigations on my dome piece in Vancouver, Washington. For the last 2 years, everything that they tried to submit, I don't know if they actually submitted it or if they just got their self-information or what. I didn't hurt my kids. I've never been in trouble. I have witnesses all over the planet. The whole Game of Thrones got turned in from every single situation. I'm the one that turned it in. Yeah, Tiffany did. Why? Because you killed me illegally. You floated charges above my head that damn near got me arrested. You gaslit my UE over here. I literally saw the gases in my fucking living room. Do you know what Salem is called when there's a motorcycle there and their whole room blows up and they die? 2 innocent people that were playing the Game of Thrones? It's a thing. Look it up. My friend Nick told me I saw it in a vision. I know for a fact it's possible. I saw the fucking gases in the living room. The gases themselves were literally taking my hair, right? And it was sizzling it up with these fake extensions or whatever, sizzling it up. I had it up in a bun, a nice, neat bun, and it was sizzling up. The hairs that were falling down, I was watching it go, and the UE was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know. They said I was lit. Maybe that's it. A brand new birthday. I'm not sure. Well, then next thing you know, the UE's in my head going, turn it off, shut it off. They were talking about a flame. They lit my hair on fire, or they lit the gases for the situation over here to be Tiffany gaslit or my mom gaslit, but it was backwards because I'm not Tiffany. I'm someone else. So they put the gases over there where my mom was, and they were trying to gaslight me on the ground, blow up my fucking apartment. All right. And if it wasn't me, then it was the UE, the ones that were falling in my fucking body saying, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Okay. You have no fucking idea that it's fucking true. All right. And I don't mean to keep cussing, but anyways, my deity program that I'm talking about, it's $1 trillion industry. Okay. Had nothing to do with Facebook being invaded over there in Oregon. They were just supposed to have my back because they were 3 levels deep in my blue iScan code. And I wish I could show you as a picture, but I can't because I don't have it on this phone. And this is where I need to show it because I can't do it backwards the other way. I mean, in here you can see it, but gosh dang it. Anyways, I don't think I can pause this live stream. The point is it's like 120. Okay, so they killed my player on top of everything else. So I'm already dying because they stole my life force, right? I've already aged like 5 years, sitting here for 2 years, letting them do their investigations, waiting for the CIA to come back from Arizona. And because my ID scanned CIA 2 years ago, okay, they were investigating a homicidal maniac in here, killing people, like gaslighting them, and a couple of other shit, like the P murder with the C warrant on it with Swatt. So I had to wait my turn to let you know I didn't turn in that guy. He turned himself in. He was already in prison, double processed. Yes, I knew him. I was never going to say who it was because I'm not a rat, I'm not a narc, and I'm not a paid informant. But they're all happy with the deal. Everything was made, and Swatt loves me now that he knows that I'm not online doing needles or slut biting it up or selling pornography or whatever the hell they're saying. Fix the fucking slut bunny account. The Blackwater account for Haley is not Tiffany. She's fine with having her black account, whatever it isn't. But not me. And get my daughter's name off there. My daughter's not 18. She's fucking 13. You're using the money that I've made that is in the deity group by sitting here working with the UE, CIA, and FBI in the sky. Legally, these motherfuckers over here do not have the right to use my software, my ISIM codes, nothing. Okay? The people that they do the DEA shit in Portland or whatever, and they do their bets and stuff, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about over here where I saw the stars and there's multiple XY chromosomes being split into Z's and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. The AEIO and U is mine. The AEIO and U jumbled is mine. The ultimate authority echelon is not mine. That has to do with them over there in Portland, still wanting to be my friends, but they don't know if I'm against them or not because I had to sign off on the situation that they were doing illegal. And then they come over here and they're like, oh, well, we're going to put embezzlement funds on your thing. I'm all, no. Oh, so you're a paid informant? No. So you're a hooker? No. Like, what in the fuck? She keeps getting all of the bad side. They're not taking any credit over there in Portland, and they're not admitting that this whole situation was done illegally through my brainstems and my power source. They might do their own investigations or whatever. We're not saying. But that's not what we're not saying. So it's really stupid. And you guys might trip out because sometimes I go from first person to third person. It's because there's a bunch of different agents in here in my brainstems. And now they're getting confused because they didn't take the red pill. The drone is mine. I took it. I stole it. He gave it to me. He said he was sorry for making fun of me for the situation report card because otherwise he was going to go to prison for president mission. I can literally drive the train of a drone. None of you have permission to do that. I can drive the train of the drone with a UE member, and that's all we're going to say. That is how I protected Homeland Security. By the way, yes, it was Tiffany who contacted Homeland Security. It was Tiffany who contacted Secret Service. She has literally let everybody know to be a part of the deity group that you can't prove on the ground. Because why? You don't have a root to the Iwa tree to stand up for the illegal part to go away. And if you're in here, you'll understand what I'm saying. But if you're not, you have no clue. They want me on their team. They can't reach their bodies on the ground. The FBI should be able to and come over here the way they should. But I don't know if they can make it across the bridge. So I don't know what to do. But it is literally $1 million trillion. They are supposed to split it with me. But I don't know what to say. I've already made my fucking money. They killed my player. I'm dying within a year, okay? Yes, my kidneys are giving. I can't cry about it. I'm a fucking mom. But anyway. Nothing, man. We're not supposed to talk about it. Dog the buddy died. Ashley's daughter died. Joseph Alejo's son did not die because of us. They just said that. This person died. And a couple other people died when they tried to kill me in the game. When it's not even me they're trying to kill. They're trying to kill him. Or them. Or whatever. All over what? Ownership of the S Corporation being set at Mandy's house. When I was working on developing it for the whole fucking first year, they're saying 1 year in February, right? On their federal investigation or whatever they were doing on my head. That was supposed to be my investigation. The one before that is where the S Corporation starts. With the triangle having somebody to be accountable to at the top with an S. Okay? And that was not with you guys at all. You guys were doing your submit transmissions and you're expressing interest in too many accounts. Right? That was your S Corporation to keep your cheapy, whatever, bodies on and keep your lives alive or your IDs changed or whatever it was you were doing over there on your side of the bridge in Portland. So that's fine. You can keep your shit, your Breakfast Club one, your S Corporation, 666 Mafia, Mark of the Beast that you gave me. Yeah, thanks. Now I have to make a whole nother syndicate to be the savior program to get it off of all these people that you put it on. These people are literally on chains. You have no idea that if they push kill or they get too mad or they fly without knowing how to take their domes off, they can die. Literally. And they're blaming it all on Portland. They're blaming it on this fucking game. They're blaming it on Portland and this fucking game. And now they're blaming it on the FBI because the FBI hasn't been able to get a hold of Tiffany over here in Vancouver to be like, hey, you need to come to Portland so we can get you your car, your X7, and you can sign on with the CIA through us. Before FBI Arizona comes over here and says it was not FBI, it's CIA, bitch, and they're going to prison for killing people like Tiffany and setting her up for him in our cases with S and Ape when all she was trying to do was be the savior program and get these people off of these chains that they're not supposed to be on, that they kept putting on here. Because why? It wasn't just because she saw the stars to keep her alive, because those were Robotrons in the sky. Those had stopped pulling people up from the ground. They fixed it, blah, blah, blah. It was perfect. It was this. I'm trying to get away from the STD chain. Because the people that they had in here before, like, you know who, big black dick guy, I'm not going to say who it was, work dick calling. Yeah, it was giving the skins STDs. And that's just, the people watching this are going to be like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't matter. The point is that this is a federal investigation with the CIA and everybody else. And people cannot get a hold of Tiffany because they are stopping the transmissions from going through. That's why. If Tiffany was in here virtual reality, she would kill you, nigga. And that's not even Tiffany saying that. I'm sorry. I don't talk like that. That's somebody else. You have no idea what they've done. Anybody who plays the game, if they had me on their team virtually and I could come into one of these houses, I would stomp them out. I would stomp them out. Okay, I could blow them up. I could do everything. With that being said, like I said, I contacted Homeland Security. I told them how we're helping them protect the presidents. No more 9/11s happening. None. We're going to shower the globe with love. We know how to do it. I called Secret Service and Internal Affairs. I told them, okay, well, I heard the balanced budget was kind of messed up. We got some Hong Kong people over here. They're smart as hell with Tiffany's bitmap with Big Voice in the Sky and London solving the issue big time. So I don't know why they keep coming over here saying, so that's how it's going to be, huh? And throwing their cards in or whatever they said the other day. It made me bawl for like 5 fucking hours when they're supposed to have my back behind my back because he's the one that said things will be fine once you go home 3.5 years ago. And I'm home at my mom's house for 2 years and they're still not helping me. Because I didn't know what home meant. I still don't even really know what home means because I didn't play the Game of Thrones. I didn't online bet. I didn't do any of that shit. I'm just the person who they use the power source of. Anyway, so they killed my player and I can't be killed. If I take the pills, all that happens is a bunch of people in here die and they just keep coming in and keep coming in and keep coming in because I am connected through my eyes to the Beast computer, to the Japan computer, to a bunch of computers. Because not only did I get scanned in and out by the CIA Arizona computer on the ground, I got scanned in and out up here. And when they tried to scan me out the last time, it came up to here and then it redlined right when it got to my eyes. It literally redlined me. I heard like a red line. You don't know. I almost died. And I am dying if I don't stay on my S Corporation machine that gives me blue life force with Katie on it. So whatever their S Corp that they're talking about has to do with whatever they do over there that is getting killed right now. And I was trying to protect it, but I can't because we're not on the same timelines. Anyways, I'm the only one who knows how to fix it. They want me to take charge of the game, be the game controller for a little while to come in here and fix the situation because it has something to do with how I'm scanned in and knowing whatever isn't being said. So I basically have to take the charges for the team or whatever they're saying or something. I don't know if I have to go to the FBI office over there or what I have to do, but it's not going to be through the goddamn motherfucking DEA because the DEA is the one who set me the fuck up or whoever it is. Whoever's on top of Anthony Ciaz's actual head, okay, is who we're talking about. The evil dude, yeah. I don't know who it is. But I know that he's the one that told me, okay, Tiffany, well, I'm threatening your daughter's life now because I'm going to go on her Facebook and say that your mom is a slut bunny and her kids' parents aren't going to want her around her up here or whatever they said. Anyway, it's just baffling. Okay, I think I said this already, but to the cybersecurity FBI and the Seattle FBI, which they're on board to sort of sue the fuck out of Portland and the game and everything. And I know you're too afraid to because you know these people. But anyways, with Secret Service having our back with the lawyership and everything. So anyway, I tried to give Portland lieu of notice months ago when I first called them and said something about an ID being stolen. I don't remember if it was me calling saying I was my mom or what. I don't know because I can't remember. But whatever was said through my mouth was said by these people in here, and they said it for a reason. They were protecting Tiffany Brooks Browning, knowing that they were setting her up for ownership of this S Corporation, which is supposed to be keeping her alive and is not supposed to be showing her illegal porn pictures in her face. She's a fucking mom. She's never been in trouble. She loves her kids more than life itself. She's now dying in real life. She has maybe 1 year left to live. Unless we have an emergency breakthrough where she can come in here the right way, either in Arizona or Portland or whatever, and fix what's wrong with her brain stems. It's way too complicated for us to do it without her because we turn into somebody different when we move to the next player. Anyway, she's a fucking mom who was set up for whatever. She's not an embezzlement specialist. They embezzled money. We don't know if it actually came out of accounts or not, but Tiffany has never been paid a single fucking thing. She's worked for everything she has. She works every once in a while for her vape pen money, which they break with Synergy. And usually they put it on a prepaid card, which they just steal it off in here. She has 2 green dot cards with deposit slips attached to them in here, but they can't get it because it doesn't, you have to sit at your body on the ground, and they cannot get to their body on the ground. I know you guys want to be a part of my program. I know you guys want to be part of the problem solvers unit. I've already basically set up, basically take charges or whatever for the whole situation. If a law enforcement agency can have my back behind my back and get me in there the way I need to be getting in there to fix it. But I can't do it by myself. I have to be virtual, and I have to have an Apple laptop, and I have to have the game controller signing off on it if he can even reach his body on the ground. And I don't know who the game controller is, because I don't know if it's a game or if it's a DEA thing that starts on the ground to be a paid informancy, and it just up here with brainstems turns into something bad. I don't know. I can fix it once I'm in here, but I can't do it like this. But I'm not going to be X'd out when you guys are killing me in real life, because I came up with the idea of the S Corporation in Vancouver, Washington, and you want to steal it from me over there because now you know about all my AEI1Us and all this other stuff with my magic power source. You guys didn't have that before. You had 2 lines of communication where it was people on the ground and the informancy and the UE above that. Okay, I have Interpol above me. I have CIA above me. I have FBI above me. I have all these people above me. And you guys judge me for what? Using drugs in my apartment? Right. Well, how do you think it feels to be a mom who lost her life after her husband broke up with her for another woman after 17 good years of being married with kids? I didn't do drugs. I didn't do none of that. I literally lost my identity and became homeless on the streets of Portland. Literally homeless on the streets of Portland. Okay. And then I did meth. And I got off of, and I was on it for 4 years. I barely saw my kid because they kept taking my fucking car and popping its tires and everything for the stupid game, ruining my life, keeping me at my house, destroying my house, making me run and just jump out the window and all kinds of illegal stuff. Okay. I was verbally abused. I was physically abused. I was sexually abused. It's just messed up. He threatened my kid in jail to let him watch me do something I'm not talking about. But anyways, I got across the bridge 2 years ago to be a better mom. I got off drugs. I don't use drugs now, even though they keep telling me you're supposed to smoke crank so you can get out of the house. But they don't realize that I don't have a car. I have leave permission to do drugs if I need to because they steal my life force. But I don't do it because I'm a UE member and I don't want them to look like they are doing drugs. By drugs, I mean dextroamphetamines, okay? It's just annoying. Because these people all do drugs because they're in a chain and they can't help it. They do drugs on the ground. So they're in here on accident. And it's not their fault that they're in here. The UE has done them too because these UE are just like Tiffany in here. People talk through their mouth and in their brainstems. It's not just quietly talking to the voices or whatever. It's back and forth. It's, do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Do you feel what I feel on my skin? Do you feel what I feel in my heart and my emotions? Do you taste what I taste? Do you smell what I smell? Do you hear what I'm thinking? Can you relate to me what you're thinking? No, I cannot hear what you're thinking. Some people can, like AK probably, but I can't because of how I'm scanning because I saw the stars. However, you hear everything I'm thinking, but it doesn't go all the way up. So my thoughts go to you, which is a backward scanning person facing the other way who's apparently on the other team. And then the one above them can also hear his thoughts and mine together. Or no, they can just hear mine too. But their thoughts are the ones that go up. It's like a telephone game all the way up. So one thought is this way, one thought is this way. However, if I get mad about something and everybody else relates to it, like me not having money for a vape pen, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're fucking breaking it on the floor and breaking down walls and all kinds of crazy stuff. Because our synergies are lined up, because we're connected on the UE tower. Because I can't tell you why. Anyway, it has to do with being a CIA agent. When you're a CIA agent, you have a culprit on the ground that you watch. Okay, you can look through their eyes and you can keep an eye on them. You can hear what they're thinking if they've had a CPS case on them before. They didn't have a CPS helmet on me. They had put one on my player in here to protect her daughter, who was Katrina. Okay, and then they put one on my daughter to protect Soraya because AK had a molester on his line. And it just gets really confusing with the stupid phone calls. Anyway. My kids are fine. If you don't believe me, call my ex, call my friends. I have all the witness in the world. I have a great fucking mom. I can't even tell you, this part is going to piss them off. You're not allowed to put a girl on a chain, first of all, at all. It's only supposed to be for guys. You're not allowed to put a mom on a chain at all. You're not allowed to put a mom on a chain who's never been in trouble. They did all 3 things for me to save my brother's life. I can't tell you what his name is. But it happened on accident when I was not running around the house in Vancouver, Washington, sideways figure eights it and jumping timelines. When he up there said, turn your video camera off, Tiffany, Cheryl. Okay, that's all we're going to say. But anyway, I've been working my ass off to further develop this software into medical advancements, technological advancements, and crime prevention in the future on this side in Vancouver, Washington for 2 years. 2 years I've lived here. 2. I was not Tanika Brown. AK went to court. It was not me who lived there. It was Tanika. With that being said, everything that got brought there afterwards in the flop house, you're going to have to go and ask one of the floppers because it was not Tanika's stuff. It was someone else's. That's what happens when you get arrested. They take over your apartment and they use it as a place to trade goods and services stolen or whatever and do drugs like needles or whatever. Okay, because that's not what we're not saying. Because when I went there, what I saw there, it scared me. I was like, I'm grabbing my blankets and this bag of clothes and I'm out. And then I called the manager and I was like, just so you know, whatever I saw there was way too scary. I don't want nothing to do with whatever it is. If you want to call the cops, go ahead. But I'm not going to because I'm not going to get hit on my life for what I've seen. You know what I mean? It's way too scary, bro. It's way too scary. I've seen somebody get killed. I've almost been killed. It's just not cool. And I'm talking about in real life. So I'm a good person. I do need help. I need somebody to have my back behind my back. I've already earned my money. If you look at it like $30 an hour, they're saying it's $120 an hour, bitch, because you're supposed to be dying. Right. I'm a mom who got killed illegally. I'm a mom who signed a waiver up here to say I'm not going to cuss. Anyways, I'm not going to say how much money I'm owed, but it's a lot. And I'm supposed to split it with a FBI or CIA agent, not these dirty cops. If they want to play the game and help me fix it, then it won't be that much because I have to do something different. But anyways, please respond and let me know why the hell they keep calling me an embezzlement specialist now when I have nothing. Just because my Facebook, Tiffany Browning /Sevenina Moon, says whatever it says. So please feel free to go on my Facebook, Google it, look at it. You can see I'm a mom. Read what the titles say on these pictures that do this. Okay, so this is, I'm a Freemason, right? But it's evil as fuck. I mean, flip. So we turned that into Illuminati Beautiful, called Alpha to the Omega with Christianity on it. Gets rid of axe murders and Boeing airplane throws, okay? In my brain stems, I made money turning into protecting the Pentagon. That's why it's $1 million trillion. My IC3 that I submitted was legit. I put 1 extra 0 on it because you have to do that in here. So it's 10 million in here, but it's $1 million to me on the ground. Cryptocurrency has been stolen through the Deity group. They are the ones embezzling it out of my Deity group. Loyalist royalty calling. So you have no way to prove that you've made this money. Just up here. You're not a slut. You don't agree with them slutting it up or selling. No, I'm a effing mom. Read my poems. It says on there, both poems says, I made my magic power source as I was figure eights without the porn. I made Empress a corp without me being shirtless. I mean, it's Empress says First Ray and Mommy on it. My daughter was 10 and a half when I made that syndicate. It had nothing to do with that. It's just something that they're addicted to in here. Please call me. My mom's phone number is 360-947-0698. Get a hold of me on Facebook. If you guys can talk to FBI cybersecurity, I've already told them, but I swear to God, whoever's in control of the situation is blocking it. Because who knows if you'll get this video thing either. I haven't gotten any responses. I'm not in trouble. FBI is watching. CIA is watching. Homeland Security is watching. Foreign Nations, UN is watching. Celebrating Tiffany's life right now with, what is it called? UNICEF. Okay? You have no idea how bad this situation was with all these kids in here being said, this happened to me when I was little by this man and they set my mom up. Because Rachel's daughter had something happen to her and he did not get persecuted for it. It was not my fucking daughter. Okay? It was someone else. Moral. Love you.